Welcome to my second video in my little short series of videos around PTSD for PTSD Awareness Month this June. So what I'd like to talk about in this short video is triggers and how best to support somebody you love or care for or know that struggles with PTSD. So the best thing you can do is listen. And when you listen, be patient, because when people are opening up about their trauma and their struggles, it takes time, and they need to know that they're safe and can be trusted, and they're not going to be judged, because what happened to them is their experience, and we can't put our own kind of judgment on what we would have done, could have, would have, should have. Okay, so it's their experience, they lived it, and it's for us to understand it as best we can. We may not agree with it, or we would have done things very differently. That's not what this is about. So support, be non-judgmental. Okay. Now, the other key thing when you are listening is to understand the triggers of what caused their PTSD. Now, by creating that safe space with them, they will share what makes them struggle or relive the unwanted, the intrusive memories and thoughts, and what causes the night terrors or the day terrors, flashbacks, things like that. Now, when you have those triggers and you know what they are, the best thing you can do is reduce the exposure to those triggers for them. So for me personally, I struggle with bangs, jump scares, things like fireworks, anything that gives me a sudden shock. I also really struggle with screaming young newborn babies, and these things are caused by experiences that I had when I was in the police. So the people around me that know me, care for me, love me, things like that, what they do is when we're planning or what we're doing, where we're going, we reduce the exposure to that. So I have to get myself into a good space if I'm going to a fireworks display, or if I know there's going to be a lot of bangs and guns and things like that, so I can process in advance that I know they're coming. And if there are suddenly screaming babies, which you can't avoid, I can find ways, and people know that I will disappear off or just remove myself from the situation. So the key thing is to listen, understand what the triggers are, and do your very best to reduce exposure to them. So I hope that helps. Thank you.